Hello, and welcome to today's episode. I'm going to be your host, the Irrelevant Nerd. Today, we're going to be going over just my thoughts about the new Mandalorian and Grogu teaser trailer. So, we do finally have our first trailer, and I did want to talk about it because Star Wars has always been my favorite franchise ever. Even to this day, I will go back and watch the original 6 movies and Clone Wars over and over again. I just love it. But let's go ahead, get right into the trailer. This trailer was incredibly mid and did nothing to make me more excited for this movie. I know it's only a teaser trailer and we don't see much, but it just has the feel that this movie is going to be just an extended version of an episode from the show. Just some side quest trying to fight remnants of the Empire, and this worked really well in the first 2 seasons of the show, but I guess I was just really hoping for more from a movie. And it also looks like it has a similar budget to the show. Like, we don't have official numbers, but it has been reported that this will have the smallest budget of any Star Wars movie by a pretty decent margin. And in my mind, if it looks like the show and it feels like the show, then really, what is the point? And season 3 was such a step down in quality and really torched a lot of goodwill that it had with the fans. And I don't realistically see this winning a ton of people back, especially after reading the comments. People are just done with the Mandoverse, it seems. And really, who can blame them after how bad they fumbled the whole thing with just how terrible season 3 of Mando was and how underwhelming and disappointing the Book of Boba Fett was. And then you put that together with the disappointment of the non-Mandoverse shows, like Kenobi being maybe the most disappointing thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I actually had a lot of hopes, and Disney fucked it up so bad when it was such an obvious, easy home run, especially because they got Ewan and Christian back. It's insane how terrible it really turned out to be. It's not like a bad show per se, it just feels so bad because of the obvious wasted potential, and there are just some seriously stupid plot lines in the show. But anyways, sorry for deep diving into Kenobi, but you pile the disappointment of Kenobi with the divisiveness of the Acolyte, and it's basically just created like an entire fan base wide apathy. Nobody is excited for Star Wars anymore. I don't know if it's really ever been a worse feeling time for Star Wars fans than now. And side note, since I did mention it, fuck The Acolyte. I hate that show. It grinds against the existing canon way too hard. And if you liked it, that's great. I am actually really happy for you, and I think there are some quality things in the show, but as a Star Wars show, it's real bad. And if you can't, even if you did like it, if you can't understand why a lot of Star Wars fans wouldn't, and why they would be upset about a lot of the things happening with the plot in The Acolyte, then you probably need to take a look back and think about why you're being so unnecessarily stubborn, and don't just hate on people and call them sexist and racist because they don't like a show that so obviously goes against the existing canon. So fuck The Acolyte entirely. I fucking hate that show. Anyways, just this apathetic feeling from most fans, and this trailer did not seem to spark anything in the fandom whatsoever. And Star Wars it's not dead per se, but it is barely surviving on life support. And I mean, by the time this movie comes out, it is going to be the first Star Wars movie we've gotten in 7 years. And I feel nothing. And it sucks super hard to feel absolutely zero excitement for a Star Wars project, especially the next Star Wars movie after having such a decent length and time between the movies. And yeah, and also, like, reading through the comments, it also seems like a majority of the fans are just done with Grogu. Like, he's being used too much, and he is hella cute, I get it, and I have enjoyed the character, but they need to do something to progress him more. And I understand that his species ages really slow. They probably should have left him with Luke so he could come back with a little bit of a time jump, but they do need to do something to move him forward, or it's gonna start to just get annoying. And I already think that's where a lot of people are. And it really is a shame that they didn't just do like a culmination, like, Heir to the Empire Dave Filoni movie that it kind of seemed like they were building up to, especially with, Ahsoka now being in the mix. That really feels like that probably should have been the next Star Wars movie. It's not a direct episode, but it takes characters that people are enjoying with parts of the EU that people have really loved, and I don't know, that seems like it would have been the smarter move, because this movie feels like it might be the nail in the coffin of Star Wars. Like, this might be the show that kills it. Like, if it comes out and it's just okay or bad, I think they lose the casual fans. I think they've already lost a big chunk of the hardcore fans, and I think the rest of them will go if this movie is not great, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to be, based off what we're seeing and what we've heard. If you're, into the community at all and you're looking into the background stuff and behind the scenes shit, it's just not seeming like this is going to be the movie that it needs to be. And like, I am definitely going to see it. I'm probably not going to go out and see it opening weekend, which is a weird feeling. And I do want it to be good. And like, I will try to be fair to the movie, but I'm just not very hopeful at this point. And, I'm thankful that we'll always have like the George Lucas era of Star Wars to go back to, and I'll never lose my love for that. But I want to be excited for Star Wars again, and I want to see more positivity coming towards Star Wars and from the fandom, and have it fun to talk about this franchise again, because it really is so amazing. But let me know what you guys think. If you've seen the trailer, it's only about like a minute and 20 seconds or so long, especially with the title card being cut up there and taking up such a big chunk of the trailer's runtime. But let me know what you think. Let me know where your excitement level is. Like, is there something I'm just not seeing? Am I being too critical? Like, or is there anything else on the horizon of Star Wars that's keeping your hope alive? Like, I do think the mall show will be good, but also, I don't know, I need something just beyond the animated shows to be good. Like, I will enjoy them, but I just need something more. But let me know down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.